Welcome to the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers Virtual College Fair. We have an awesome lineup of institutions for you to hear from tonight. But before I turn it over to them, I have a couple of housekeeping items to let you guys know about. Number one, this is a webinar, so your camera and your microphone are off. Our panelists cannot see you or hear you this evening. Secondly, this is going to be recorded, and so it will be available for playback at strivescan.com/Carolinas within 1 week. Thirdly, we know that you're going to have some questions, so feel free to drop your questions in the Q&A feature at the bottom of your screen at any time throughout the evening. Just make sure that you type your question, but also note the college or institution that you're directing your question to so our panelists can address those appropriately. And lastly, this is a 6x6 program, which means that every college only has 6 minutes to share great information with you. So we hope it's just enough that you'll want to also do some additional research. So with that, I am going to turn it over to our panelists. Our first institution to present tonight will be Concord University. Alan, take it away whenever you're ready.
All right. I'm Alan Smith. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions at Concord University, also a Concord University graduate. And I've got a brief presentation for you, a little bit about Concord. So we are a liberal arts university located in the southern part of West Virginia in a town called Athens. It's about 45 minutes west of Blacksburg, Virginia, or 30 minutes south of Beckley, West Virginia. And we're right off of Interstate 77, very easily accessible from there. Founded in 1872 as a teacher's college, we have over 60 majors, minors, and programs to study. Teacher education is what we're known for regionally, but we do several things very well, getting students to very strong competitive graduate schools as one of them, among many of them. 4 graduate degrees, hopefully soon to be more, but all of our graduate programs are online. And we offer, one of our strengths as a university is the amount of financial aid that we offer students. For fall 2021, we are test optional. So if you have a 3.0 cumulative GPA, that means we don't need your test scores. Or if you have a 2.5 GPA in your core classes, then we don't need your test scores for admission. Of course, we do encourage students to take the test in order to strengthen their application for scholarship possibilities. That's for fall 2021. For fall 2022, that's still kind of up in the air right now, so we don't know exactly what that's going to look like in terms of admissions requirements, but for fall 21, that's what you're looking at. One of the hallmarks of the university, definitely our faculty, over 110 full-time, over 73% do hold the terminal degree in their field. So you're being taught by very qualified individuals as opposed to someone who may have just graduated from their 4-year undergraduate program. All classes are taught by our professors. Many of them are going to leave their home number or their cell number on their syllabus. And that's just one of the cool things about Concord that I've always liked, is that it's a very family close-knit type of atmosphere. Everyone knows everyone. It feels like a private school, although we're public. Average class size is about 13, student faculty ratio 14:1. And many of the professors are involved with things outside of academics, such as intramural sports. They may be a staff advisor for a club or organization. And so you get to meet professors outside of your classes and outside of your normal routine of academia. Also, performing arts, that's something we have at Concord. If you want to participate in the marching band, but you don't want to major in music, or you want to have your own radio show and not major in communications, you can do that and actually get class credit for it. So we certainly encourage you to continue those hobbies that you have outside of your major. And you never know, you might find yourself minoring or double majoring or changing your major. One of the cool things also about Concord is we have over 60 student-led clubs and organizations, very easy to get involved, whether it's political organizations, faith-based groups, community service, outdoor recreation, you name it. But if we don't have what you're looking for, our environment's very conducive to initiating your own club or organization, and we heavily encourage you to get involved. Speaking of outdoor recreation, we have lots of things within arm's reach of Concord University. We have Pipestem State Park, which is very close by. Our golf teams utilize their park for our home course, as well as Glade Springs. Skiing and snowboarding, you can probably be on the slopes at Winter Place in about 25 minutes from campus. Many of our students do work there. It is a small ski resort. Whitewater rafting, you can do that in about an hour from campus. So if you're the outdoorsman, there's certainly a lot in the area to help you or that you can take advantage of. We're NCAA Division II with our athletics. We're in the Mountain East Conference. We have 16 sports counting indoor and outdoor track. If you're interested in playing a sport, we do offer scholarships, and then there are students who do walk on, so be sure to reach out to your respective coach. We also offer esports. We have League of Legends, Call of Duty, and Overwatch, and we're adding Valorant as well. So if that's new to the university, and we also do offer scholarships for esports. So feel free to reach out if you're interested. Residence life, close to 700 students that reside on campus. The bottom picture is a picture of our newly renovated North and South Towers. If you come for a tour, we'll take you in and let you see all of our styles of residential situations there. And but we did do some renovations. Parking for all students, $25 a semester to park your car. You can bring a car as a freshman. Our dining options on campus headed off by Aramark. I've never left the cafeteria hungry. It's all you can eat. Very attractive to me as an 18-year-old male. Still pretty attractive to me as an adult. But if you come to the university for a campus visit, we will also take you in the cafeteria if you wish to do so. Lunch is on us. Public safety, we do have a state police full-time force that's on duty every day of the year, even Christmas and Thanksgiving. They're making sure the campus is safe. We're not a hotbed of crime. Athens is a very safe area, and they're keeping a safe place even safer. And you'll see them in the cafeteria eating lunch with you, in the gym shooting hoops with you. So the cops are more like your resource than your big brother, always looking over your shoulder. Scholarships started a 3.0 GPA and then a 960 on the SAT or an 18 on the ACT. We'll look at either score, and the higher your score in GPA, the more money you do qualify for. For fall 21, for those students who couldn't take the test due to COVID, we will award scholarships at a 3.0 GPA. Bonner Scholarship has a separate application. We have some other scholarships that also have separate applications on our financial aid page. Definitely go after as much as you can, whether it's $50 or $5,000, it all helps. We are also on some social media networking sites, so follow us to stay up to speed on what's going on campus, whichever platforms you use, and we'll be more than happy to stay in touch with you. And this is the admissions staff. Trisha Radford, our director of admissions, works with the state of North Carolina, but all of us work as a team, so don't feel bad about reaching out to any of us. We're more than happy to help you with anything, any questions you may have. And I'll turn it over to Courtney, our facilitator.
Thanks so much, Alan, to you and Concord University. Audience, don't forget, you can put those questions in the Q&A at any point. Don't forget to note the college or university that you're directing your question to. Next up, I have the pleasure of introducing to you Glenville State College. Go ahead and grab screen share whenever you're ready.
I believe I got it there. My name is Larry Gwynn. I'm an admissions counselor here at Glenville State College. I'm going to go ahead and get this rolling here.
It looks great.
Okay. About us, we were originally sorry, didn't mean to skip over you. Founded in 1872, so we're definitely an older college. We're about 149 years of educating pioneers. We're centrally located in the state of West Virginia, located in Gilmer County. We have about 1,540 students currently enrolled. I know that student faculty ratio looks pretty solid, about a 17-to-1. That also kind of varies. That's statistically kind of across the board, but also it kind of depends on your major. Some you may see more, some you may see less. I know one of the fun parts about us, our land resources department, it's very, very, very big for us right now. I know it's a big booming place. We have 325 acres of land for those kids to hunt, fish, however they need to do with that. It's kind of owned by that Department of Land Resources. So that's kind of one of the little fun facts about us. We were originally actually as an all education school. We actually didn't have a men's dorm until 1964. So we originated as all women's teaching college. And as of right now, you kind of see on our screen here what we have to offer, some different kind of categories in which you can kind of branch off as well. I know to kind of touch on our degrees, like business and criminal justice, and then our general studies pathways are the only ones as of right now offered fully online. But I know a lot of people do kind of choose that route, especially with everything going on now. But I know we do have a majority, about 85 to 90% of our students back on campus. So that is looking pretty good. I'm kind of glad that everything's starting to kind of come back to normality, so you can start seeing everybody kind of hit those biologies, those educations, behavioral science. So that's kind of nice. And we also we were an open campus across the board, so we do welcome a lot of people. So you see something you're interested in, feel free to reach out, put us in the chat. I know I'm in charge of all the Carolinas, so I'll be the one that's mostly dealing with you guys. So any questions, I'll also kind of leave our website on the chat whenever we finish up here as well. Some exciting new things about us. I know we have a new partnership through Marshall University, which involves accounting, which is a 3x2 for your master's degree, athletic training 3x2 with a master's degree, and pharmacy 3x4 doctorate. By the 3x2s, I mean, you go here for 3 years, go there for 2 years, you're coming out with a master's degree. I know that's one of our new exciting things. Definitely has a lot of different people kind of attracted more to that, because me personally, I was exercise science. I wish we'd have had that pathway when I was here. The pharmacy is a big one too. I know we've been kind of looking forward to kind of adding some newer additions here, and pharmacy was definitely one of the ones we wanted to make a jump on. So that was kind of exciting that we kind of got that jump start. We also have some virtual meetings. I know I'm in charge of recruiting for education, health, and human performance. So those are usually every other Thursday. Manned resources every Thursday. And right there is kind of the link to kind of go and log on into that, and then also kind of check out what our admission staff has to offer. To speak on athletics, I know we have some of the better facilities in all of Division II. I know that kind of shows a little bit of a kind of a brief, but to really give it justice, you really just have to come down and check it out. I know right here, the main portion of it is our baseball and softball complexes. That involves an indoor facility as well. So that's definitely one of our more newer, updated areas. You can see our website there too, and our number. Kind of check us out, especially if you're an athlete or you're just a normal sports watcher, man. Just come out and check us out. I know we hold a lot of events out at the baseball and softball complex. Top right picture shows our football and track stadiums. I know as of right now, we're looking to kind of re-up that and kind of renew that. So we're really excited with that in the upcoming future. In the middle there shows what sports we do have to offer. I know Alan spoke about esports. We also have esports as well, which is kind of interesting that you can actually get a scholarship to play video games in college. Definitely something that's the more common norm. So that's kind of exciting. We also have Call of Duty, Overwatch, Rainbow Six Siege, and then we also have some different side games that people they're not at a competitive level yet, but you can just kind of come down and check it out. I know we have a whole bunch of brand new PC monitors. We have 6 72-inch TVs with PlayStations. PlayStation 4, we're getting 1 or 2 PlayStation 5s, 1 or 2 of the new Xbox series. And then we also have a Wii and a Nintendo Switch to kind of bring in that Mario Kart, Smash Bros. Just something to kind of liven it up a little bit on campus. To top it off, on the bottom corner is our awesome Waco facility, which actually holds indoor soccer, men and women's basketball, wrestling. I know volleyball will play there as well. So that's definitely the bread and butter. The Waco facility here is awesome. Usually, if you see all those bleachers there on a normal athletic event, every one of those are jam-packed. I know sports are a very big thing here, but all the involvement that we have on community and the campus as well just kind of make everything worthwhile here. Here it kind of shows our little A team we're going on. I know we have 2 more additions that didn't get to make the PowerPoint just yet, so we do have to add them here pretty soon. Lexi's in charge of basically all from West Virginia out toward Colorado area. I'm in charge of Southern West Virginia all the way down to Florida, and Ricky's basically everything in between. We're pretty solid. There's our contact informations as well. So if I don't know how to answer it, one of these ladies will, and if they don't know how to answer it, hopefully I'll be able to help you. I'm very personable, so my biggest goal is to make sure that you have everything you need done before you come to college. So let me scroll down this way, and I believe that actually was it. So here's kind of to check it out, just to kind of get started. So here's our apply now, so our waiver codes, also our website, and then I'll go ahead and pass that back over to Courtney.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Larry, to you and Glenville State College. Next up, I have the pleasure of introducing to you St. John's College. Randall, take it away whenever you're ready.
All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Let's start at the beginning then. This usually takes a moment. There you go. My name is Randall Hollinsby. I'm an Associate Director of Admissions at St. John's College. St. John's is one college with 2 campuses. That sounds kind of funny, but We have an Annapolis campus. We've been in Annapolis since 1696. We're the third oldest college in the United States. We are also located in Santa Fe, New Mexico at the southern tip of the Rockies. The college is beautiful on both campuses, but we're probably best known for our Great Books program. It's the only program we have. That long list of majors you see at other schools, this is our only program. We are liberal arts majors. You come to St. John's for a very balanced education. We have an all required curriculum. All of our classes are discussion classes. We don't use textbooks at all. We only study primary sources, and your faculty members sit there at the table with you and are part of the conversation. If you were looking for a small college experience, St. John's could be perfect for you. We have decided to stay a small college. We've been small since 1696, as I said. We never take more than 450 undergrads on each campus. Our average class size is about 10, and we have a 7-to-1 student to teacher ratio. We are roughly 50-50 female, male. 20% of our students are international, and another 20% identify as students of color. In 2019, thanks to generous donations from our alumni, we cut our tuition from $52,000 to $35,000. On top of that, we offer merit scholarships and generous financial aid. What do students do with our unusual education? 20% will go into education, 20% go into business, nearly 40% go into a wide range of careers, everything from guitar making to neuroscience, all sorts of different things. I went to St. John's, I'm an architect. We send about 10% of our graduates into law every year and nearly that many into medicine. This is 20 times the national average. In fact, over the last 5 years, everyone who applied to law school from St. John's was accepted. The medicine acceptance rate is about the same. I just didn't feel like doing another slide. I encourage you to read about us at the Princeton Review, US News and World Report, and Forbes.com. Don't take my word for how good St. John's is. Go ahead and read about us elsewhere. We are proud members of the Colleges That Change Lives group. For fun at St. John's, we are not Division I, II, or III. We have a great intramural program, but we also have a lot of sports you're probably not going to run into other places. For example, fencing, crew and sailing, rock climbing, hiking, cycling, chess and Go, video and board games, of course. And we continue our dominance of collegiate croquet. And I'm told that this year we are adding cricket, the second most popular sport in the world. We are on the Common App and Coalition app, and we have our own application. We have no application fee. We are still taking applications for the fall of 2021. We have been test optional for more than 40 years. And we are a first-gen forward school. Here's my contact information. I may not be as personable as Larry, but I'm generally well informed. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Randall, to you and St. John's College. Audience, I hope that you're having fun learning about all these great institutions in this really fun 6x6 format. Don't forget, you can put those questions in the Q&A at any time. Just note the institution that you're directing your question to. Next up, I have the pleasure of introducing to you Northland College. Take it away, Tori, whenever you're ready.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Tori, and I'm an admissions counselor at Northland College. And let's get into it. So Northland was founded in 1892, and the college is a community of about 600 students from all across the US and a handful of different countries as well. We're located up in the Chequamegon Bay area of northern Wisconsin, about an hour from Duluth and about 35-40 minutes from the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore. We're right at the top of this, this orange arrow here. Northland's main campus is just about 100 acres in size, but our borders are really just the start. We're right between the city of Ashland with a population of about 8,200 and almost 1 million acres of national forest. The city itself is vibrant with historic buildings, cozy restaurants, local craft and antique stores, a co-op, movie theater, walking biking trails, and of course the harbor. The city has been characterized and shaped by over 100 years of incredible history. We're also part of a proud tradition of liberal arts colleges, but we've got a bit of a twist. We focus a lot on sustainability and social justice, and this building here is Wheeler Hall, which was the first to be built on campus back in 1892, and today it houses our humanities programs and courses. Speaking of ours, ours span the arts and sciences with notable Northland-specific programs like natural resources, outdoor education, and sustainable community development, and much more, with new minors in sustainable agriculture, sports management, and climate change studies. We are also an NCAA Division III for athletics, with 14 different varsity sports and about 38% of our student body participating, with everything from lacrosse to soccer to golf, so much more. I don't know about y'all, but I'm so excited to get back out and watch games in person. I definitely miss that a lot. And Northland's commitment to environmental education has been noticed around the US by some notable organizations. We were recognized as a cool school by Sierra Magazine in 2020, but we joined the Real Food Challenge. We are a part of the Eco League. We're also divested from fossil fuels back in 2017. We are Wisconsin's first bee campus, meaning all of our green and foliage on campus is local and meant to help pollinator populations in our area as well. Another defining characteristic of Northland is our strong sense of community with a ton of different clubs and organizations, a gear rental outpost, plenty of events throughout the year. It's a great place to get to know people, make friends, and get a fantastic education at the same time. The student faculty ratio of 10-to-1, you definitely get to know people really well. People will say hi to you when you're walking down these sidewalks, even if you've never met them before. Also, our location really underwrites everything that we do. Central to our sense of place and sense of self is Lake Superior, which is just 10 blocks off campus. The lake itself is the largest freshwater lake in the world by surface area. At about 350 miles long, it's almost the size of North Carolina. It's even so vast that it creates its own weather patterns. It's looking clear at the moment, and it's definitely feeling like spring up here in the north. And over the course of almost 130 years, Northland has developed a style of education that really thrives in this environment, most notably by providing experiential education in abundance, whether it's out in the field, in the lab, out in the community. And for example, our natural resource majors spend countless hours out in the field. And Professor Michelle Small said it best when she said, "I love that Northland College is a school where you can know your students by their names, where you can do your job in depth, giving 100%, expecting the same in return, and reaping the rewards as you see real growth and development in your students' progress." She's been teaching at Northland for over 47 years and still holds that same opinion. And let's talk applications. It's free to apply at Northland, and letters of recommendation are not required, nor essays. And if you haven't been able to take the ACT or SAT this year, totally okay. We're test optional. Review takes about 2 weeks for us here at Northland, and we do take the Common App as well. And scholarships and aid. The total cost of attendance for Northland next year is about $49,000, though. Nobody pays that much. Our academic scholarships, which are awarded at the same time as our admissions decisions, start at $19,000 per year, and there's no extra fee for out-of-state students. There are also merit-based scholarships available. Be sure to send us your FAFSA so you can qualify for things like work study, federal grants and loans, and more. And in the end, be sure to check out our social media to see more of what students are up to right now. We're right around the corner from May term, which is my favorite course term. It's a 1 month consolidated course term. And since it's a little bit warmer out, a little bit nicer out in Wisconsin during that time, students go out and do more experiential courses. So things like field ornithology, pens and paddles up in the Boundary Waters, geology field camp, which goes out to Montana for the month, studies rocks and camps out at some different parks. It's a lot of fun, so be sure to check it out. And I will pass it back to our moderator. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tori, to you and Northland College. Our final presentation tonight will be from Western Colorado University. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Courtney. Hello, everybody. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. My name is Alejandre. Yes, that's a little difference. No, I do not have two first names or last names. You can call me Alex, though. I'm a regional director of recruitment for Western Colorado University. Western Colorado University is a 4-year public liberal arts institution that's located in the heart of Rocky Mountain in Gunnison, Colorado. We serve over 3,000 students, 3,000 being undergraduate, 400 of them being graduate students. Just to get a little perspective of where we're located, like I said, we're located in Gunnison, Colorado, which is about 4 hours south of Denver. We're kind of in the southwest corner of Colorado. Now we're surrounded by so much beauty and so many things to do. I mean, we have Crested Butte, which Crested Butte is about 30 minutes north of town. It's kind of your typical town that I would say has to be fully taken by tourists. I'll be honest, it is kind of a tourist attraction. There's like gift shop, restaurants. It does have the closest theater to us, but there your students can ski and snowboard Mount Crested Butte. They can also mountain bike, hike, and the colors in the fall are blissful. We also have Harmons, which Harmons is about 5 miles south of town. It is the largest outdoor recreational area in Colorado. It's over 8,000 acres. And students, that's where your outdoor activities will take place. So rock climbing, camping, you have your dirt bike and ride there, mountain biking, hiking. There's a lot of things to do out there. A lot of the clubs out Western will actually host campfires, bonfires there all the time. So it's definitely a popular spot for a lot of the students out Western. Another one is Blue Mesa. Blue Mesa is about 10 miles west of town. It is the largest body of water in Colorado, or sort of 20 miles long, and that's where your water activities will take place. So boating, paddleboarding, fishing, ice fishing, or you can have a nice carne asada, nice barbecue on a hot Saturday evening. It definitely hits a spot. So there's a lot of things to do, like I said, in the way all your Colorado adventure plays. Now, there's always something going on off campus, but there's always something going on campus. So we have over 50 clubs and organizations. This is certainly with leg clubs or students want to see happen. All they did to make it happen was just propose that the student government, then student government will fund that club and organization. Student government allocates over $350,000 in all the clubs at Western. So like I said, there's always something going on, not just off campus, but also on campus. You have your academic clubs. They'll run in conjunction with an academic program like your psychology club, pre-med club, and then you have your passion and interest clubs, which is self-explanatory. Now, like I mentioned, we are a 4-year public liberal arts institution. We offer over 100 areas of studies. Some of the top majors that we offer will be business, computer science, mechanical engineering, education, and I would say anything with outdoors. I mean, we're surrounded by 1.7 million acres of public land, so anything like wildlife biology, recreational education, environmental sustainability, I would say those are bread and butter. Like I said, we offer different areas as well. Average class sizes, 17 students. 70% of the classes are taught by full-time faculty, and 71% of those professors have tournament degrees. So you definitely get to connect with those professors on a deeper level, and those professors, like I said, have tournament degrees. So they have the highest possible degree in the field. So you're definitely connected with an expert. But yeah, like I said, that's. Now, we are not just we are fully dedicated to your success, just like every other institution on this panel is. Some of the resources that we offer are listed on this slide. For example, each student is going to be assigned an academic advisor in their field. That advisor will guide them from the first year to the last year at Western. You'll meet with them once or twice per semester to go over internship opportunities and class scheduling. We also have a math and writing center. So usually with those two resources, they're free. Like I said, you can go to them whenever you need help. And we also have an EPIC mentors, which EPIC stands for Experience, Peers, Initiation, Connection. Those EPICs will help you with your first year at Western, just making sure you have all the resources you need to excel at Western. Now, I would say that we have a low cost and high value. So tuition for out of state is going to be over $18,000. That's definitely below the national average. 80% of the students receive some type of aid, and 100% of the students are considered for merit aid. Now, our merit scholarships, like I said, they're upon acceptance. If you have under 24 credit hours, we're going to go off your high school information and your college information. We're just going to go off your high school information. So those scholarships range from $8,000 to $10,000 a year, and you'll receive that scholarship for 3 years. Now, if you have over 24 credit hours, we're going to go off your cumulative GPA, and those scholarships for out-of-state students will be either a $4,500 a year or $6,000 a year for 3 years. Now, how do you become a Mountaineer? How do you apply to become a Mountaineer? Well, if you have more than 24 credit hours, the only things that we'll need is your Western application, your transcript, your college transcripts, and then there's an application fee of $30. Now, if you have less than 24 credit hours, we'll need the same things. We'll need your Western application, your college transcripts, as well as your high school information. There is also a $30 application fee. If you call the admissions office, you call me or email me, I'm more than happy to give you that promo code to waive that fee. But if you're below a 2.3, which is our 50th percentile of students getting admitted to Western, I would say submit any material that would help support your application. I mean, anything you submit to us, we'll definitely look at. So like I said, at least a 2.3 will grant you acceptance at Western. Now, one of the things I definitely recommend is coming and visiting us. We offer visits Monday through Friday inside our upon request, and we also have virtual events, which you can see those links on this slide. But if there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. My contact information on that is in this slide, as well as admissions in case you can get a hold of me. But thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it.
Alex, thanks so much to you and Western Colorado University. Now I'd like all of our presenters, or I'd like to invite all of our presenters to turn on their cameras if they're able, and give some other great information about their institution. So we'll go round robin in the same order that you presented. What's your favorite event or tradition on campus? Or if you'd rather, just give a fun fact or interesting fact about your institution. So Concord University, you're up first.
Great. So one of the traditions at Concord, we actually have a miscellaneous recreational area on campus that's referred to as the Valley, because it's one big valley, and there's a sand volleyball court there. And a lot of people might be tossing a frisbee, passing the football, just hanging out. We have bonfires there during homecoming week. So there's a big hill that leads down into the valley, and when it snows, a lot of the students like to ride down that hill in sleds, trash bags. When I was a student there, we actually did have cafeteria trays, and so we would take trays, not saying that I ever did that, of course, but the students that were attending at the time that I did would take trays and ride down that hill. So that's definitely a fond memory. We've even seen canoes go down that hill. Our president will make light of that during some of her welcome speeches. So anyway, definitely something to look forward to in each winter. In the summer, the fire department might set up a water slide. So.
Really fun. Glenville, you're up next.
Here in Glenville, we're actually a really, really big music culture area. I know we actually have one. It's usually annually. I know COVID kind of knocked it down a little bit, but it's called Folk Fest. So we're actually one of the only colleges that offer a 4-year degree in bluegrass music. So that's something that kind of comes into play. We have the whole Pioneer stage downtown that kind of opened that availability. We also just built a newer stage out by the baseball softball complex where we play music. So that's definitely one of our bigger traditions here. It's been going on since, I'm pretty sure, the dawn of time. So definitely something that we are very, very rich in is the music heritage here, and hopefully it can continue back and come back this summer.
Fingers crossed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
St. John's College, you're up next.
So being a really old school means your traditions are really old. St. John's has waltz parties. And you probably don't waltz now. And if you do, you probably don't waltz all that well. Maybe, 3-4 times, who knows. But everyone is welcome to learn how to waltz at St. John's, is strongly encouraged to come to the parties. When we started out as a college, it was cutting edge. It was the, it was the cutting edge dance and drove people crazy. And, waltz parties it's a long tradition.
I love that. What a great skill to learn too. Fun. Northland, you're up next.
Yeah, my favorite tradition on campus is the everybody party. So at the beginning of each year, we host a huge party for all of the students. So first year students get welcomed up on a campus, main campus, over one of our bridges with a big Irish drum. It's a whole like goofy, corny thing. And then there's live music, local food. We'll do a bonfire. And if you're super lucky, the Northern Lights will be out that night, but always a ton of fun. Thanks.
Ooh, you had me at Northern Lights for sure. And finally, Western Colorado.
Perfect. Well, one of my favorite events that we have on campus, and actually it's tied with a tradition that we have on campus, is homecoming. Homecoming, by far, my favorite event on campus. Why? Well, because you have alums from all over the place coming, to school. You have the big football game. There's a lot of festivities going on throughout the weekend and throughout the day as well. But we have this thing of lighting our W on fire. And you can see this W from all across town. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's like I said, it's my favorite thing one of the favorite traditions that we have on our campus. But that W is led by the mountain rescue team that we have on our campus. And like I said, we do that every year at homecoming. And like I said, it's just a really neat time where we have everybody together, and like I said, we just have fun and enjoy. So
I love it. So since we still have a couple of minutes, I would like this awesome panel to share some of their expertise with those listening. So I am going to ask them to share what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So this time we'll go in reverse order. So Alex, you're up first. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
perfect. That's a great question. My biggest advice is to apply for scholarships. That's the biggest thing. It's not just about what type of school you're looking for, but also how you're going to pay for school. So make sure you're focusing on scholarships. So talk to each of those representatives from each school that you're looking at, and kind of ask them about their institutional scholarships, and also talk to your high school counselor. They're the ones going to be helping you out with local scholarships. They probably know all of those, and definitely get to know them, like I said, and definitely ask them about those scholarships. But that's the biggest thing for me. Just apply for scholarships.
Great advice. Tori.
Yeah, I think my advice would be don't be afraid to ask us questions. We're here to help you make the right decision for you, wherever that ends up being. So don't be afraid of us. And once you get to college, don't be afraid of your faculty. They want to help you as well. So yeah, thanks.
Fabulous advice. And Randall.
So admissions counselors kind of make a mistake if they don't pay attention every year. So I go through the admissions process about 150 times every year with students. So it's hard for me to remember that this is your first time. What you need to do is you need to find, like an older brother or older sister, or your parents or counselors or teachers, somebody you can trust, who knows what they're talking about, who has been through this process. Because, you don't want to make rookie mistakes, and there's no reason why you have to.
Great advice. Larry from Glenville, sorry.
I think if I had to go just kind of piggyback off everybody, the best way to kind of find out what's best for you overall is just to go out and find it. Tour every campus you get a chance to. Use us admissions counselors. That's why we're here. In all honesty, I mean, it's kind of why I kind of take my job a little bit seriously. Just ask questions, because I'm a Glenville grad. So if you want to know anything about it, I was an athlete too, talk to me about it. I'm sure everybody will agree with that. Use the resources given to you, whether that be one of us, faculty members, counselors, regardless of scenario. Just definitely don't hesitate to ask as many questions as you can.
Great. And finally, Alan.
Yes, so I was going to kind of piggyback off of what Larry just said. I can't stress enough how important it is to visit the colleges that you are truly interested in. And that there's so much to be said for physically stepping foot on a college campus that you're interested in. So definitely don't enroll somewhere that you've never visited. It may seem kind of like a given, but there are several kids who do that every year. And sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't. It's not because they're not college material, but it's just sometimes a particular campus doesn't gel or mesh with their social and or learning style. So that's very important.
See, I told you guys they would have some excellent advice. And I would just add, have some fun. There is an awesome college out there for each and every one of you. And believe them when they tell you that they are there to help you answer any questions that you might have. So thanks so much for joining us tonight. As you close out, there'll be a quick 4-question survey. So we hope that you'll provide us with some feedback. This was recorded, as I mentioned earlier, and will be available at strivescan.com/Carolinas within 1 week. Everyone, best wishes with your college search, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.